Welcome to Liberty Today. Today we'll hear from Father Corbin on communism and children. Gordon and Ed do some Wednesday morning quarterbacking on the election, and Judge Morgan hands down a decision on labor book cooking. All this and much more as Liberty Today starts now.
Father Janusz Corbin from Rapid City, South Dakota. Welcome once again to our studio.
Thank you, sir.
We're so glad you're here, and we've been talking in a series of conversations about life under communism. But I'd like to focus on this segment, if we could, about the way the government snared children. You have some personal stories about that. Share with our listeners.
Well, I can share with you one story. A very powerful story, how the Russian government oppressing Polish nation wanted to control and manipulate children. For example, I remember there one time a child who was more kind of outstanding, that being religious, that believe in God, the teacher took him in front of the class, in front of the children, and asked him if there is God. Of course, the child said, yes, there is God. So the teacher asked him, okay, why don't you pray to God to give us some candies? So the child, hesitating, but finally forced, he said, God, please send us some candies. But nothing happened. And then the teacher asked the children, okay, children, now it's our turn. Let us ask our Tavarish Lenin, our comrade Lenin, to send us some candies. And the children didn't know that it was set up. Previously they sent somebody on the top of the roof, and there was a hole in the ceiling. And when the children said, Tavarish Lenin, give us some candies, the rain of candies came from the ceiling, and the children believed that Lenin was God. This is one of the true stories that I can share with you.
Well, and that's not the only way the government manipulated people, but from the time these little children were old enough to talk, the government was engaged in their life.
Yes, for example, in different organizations, the communistic youth, for example, we were forced to be members of the communistic youth. And for example, when I was at school, I even didn't know that I was a member of socialistic communistic kids. Then when I graduated, finally they told us that we were all subscribed to be in the communistic youth. One more thing I can share: when during graduation class, we protested, my class protested, and we didn't go for the 1st of May Labor Day with transparents with the Russian flags to carry. Nobody wanted to carry the Russian flags, and we were forced to do so. So on the 1st of May, we protested. We didn't show up on the parade, so our class was dissolved. We were not existing anymore, and it was graduation class. We wasted 4 years. Although we were given second chance, and we could subscribe again to pay tuition to subscribe for the class, and this time we could continue our education to graduate.
Well, that's powerful stuff. I'm just interested to know, Father, how did that manipulation carry over into the home? Did the government use the children against the parents?
The government, of course, wanted to educate the children and set them up against the parents, but the parents, they knew what was going on, they knew the true history, so they asked us not to listen what we were taught in the school. So many kids were confused, because why did parents said something else, and the books that everybody believed, or everything written in the book was true, it wasn't true, it was false.
Well, that's unfortunately what communism is built on. It's a foundation of deception, and it's misinformation. It's false. It's not true. As you look across the political landscape in America, if you look closely, there are many things from the local to the state to the national level that simply are not true. Focus, my friends, on the truth, so America remains a country that's free.